What's going on, guys? It's GBP baby. Welcome back to another video. Hope everybody's doing well, and hopefully you have watched yesterday's video. If not, do go and check it out and you'll see what I anticipated for today, and you'll see that price did actually play out quite nicely in line with our expectations. Now, before we dive straight into things, I do want to remind us that it is non-farm payroll week, so any trading should be done by tomorrow, New York at the latest, and then I usually stay out of the charts for the actual non-farm payroll on Friday. Now, in terms of what I'm expecting tomorrow, I do want to see another up close. We got a beautiful up close today on Wednesday, and you'll see my trade executions, which were made specifically based off what I outlined in yesterday's video. So if you want to know how I was able to enter these, do watch yesterday's video for the last time, just because you'll be able to understand how I was able to enter these, and do join the Discord. All the links are in the description. But let's drop down to the 1 hour and we can take a closer look. And you can see here I entered in the London session around 3 a.m. and then I exited above the Tuesday highs over here, just as anticipated. Now we were shy off the Monday highs. I do still anticipate these Monday highs to get swept. You can see our price came very shy off the Monday highs. They wouldn't leave price like that if they wasn't planning to take it. So I do think that in Thursday we will be able to see this get taken. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to draw out Tuesday's day range, like so. And I'm expecting price to want to just run above those highs. I'm not necessarily this is the equilibrium level that I spoke about on Sunday or Monday's video for the weekly review. As much as I want to see price reach here, I'm not really too passionate on it anymore, just because of how weak we could argue that Wednesday was. But I am still wanting to see if Monday can get taken. So moving into tomorrow, I want to see if we can just tap lightly above that, and then on the back of that, I'd like to see us start to pull back in the range and potentially start thinking about that Sunday opening price. But it all depends on how price trades tomorrow, and like I said, all my trading is going to be done by tomorrow afternoon on the back of job openings. But nonetheless, like I said, they came very shy of that Monday opening, very shy. I doubt price is going to leave it like that. It might wick above it, it might move very quickly, but my point is I'm still anticipating bullish price action. We haven't had anything to argue otherwise, so it'll be nice to see if price wants to potentially run that, and then we can start potentially thinking about reversals for the week. But nonetheless, here's my entry. We entered at 3 a.m. exited during the New York session. Again, above, as soon as it ran that Tuesday high, I was ready to exit my position, and above this level right here, which I spoke about as an inversion fair value gap, the fact that we're above that, it should act as support, which is why I'm still anticipating price to want to roll over and trade into it. So yeah, very nice day today. I think tomorrow we should get a continuation, but like I said, the entry again was between 2 a.m. and 5 a.m. That's when I prefer to enter in London. But again, if you watch yesterday's video, you have a lot more context. If you didn't manage to get in when I did below here, this would have been your option at 8 a.m. So we got an expansion during London. Fair value gap forms. Price drops down into it. What time? 8 a.m. Perfect setup. Fair value gap go long. Expectation run above the Tuesday highs. And like I said, I'm anticipating price to still take out that Monday high. So still not expect us to come back below that Sunday opening price. Still want to see price be pulled to the upside. And the fact that price was even able to get up there in the first place is showing a willingness for price to want to continue. So that's what's holding my bias right now in terms of continued bullishness. But if you've been watching me for the week, you'll know my bias and my expectation for the draw towards equilibrium. But like I said, that might be a little bit ambitious based off what we saw on Thursday. Let's now head on to GBP USD, and you'll see again, beautiful setup. Again, I went short during the London setup. We traded right. Look at how we collected this fair value gap. So if you've been watching me this week, you'll know I draw attention to this fair value gap. You can see we traded right into it beautifully and left it. And look at this expansion to the downside. Direct expansion to the downside, running out the sell stops just anticipated on Tuesday. And if we drop down to the 1 hour, you can see that we ran out the Tuesday lows absolutely gorgeously. And you can see we're consolidating around that now. Very classic for price. Run out a daily low. Ideally, we do run out that Monday low. If price manages to hold itself, what will likely happen is it will return to equilibrium of this range, and I'll show you where that is. So if we look at this high to this low, what price will do is it will return to this equilibrium, which also happens to be the Sunday opening price, and then Friday will likely expand above it. That's a potential, assuming we don't roll over and run out that Monday low. Because if that Monday low stays intact, that says a lot about price and the bullishness that we actually have. But generally speaking, the way we expanded down to the south side, how quickly we did, absolutely gorgeous. Again, short during the London session, exited below. Well, as soon as I saw that we dropped below that Tuesday low, I was happy to exit my position. Came out, and then, like I said, consolidation, and I'd like to see a continuation. You're probably wondering, okay, if I'm expecting price to run down below the Tuesday low and potentially into the Monday low, Monday low, why exit my position? It's non-farm payroll week. We're entering Thursday, which is the last day of the week we should be trading. And this is enough. We shouldn't be greedy. This is more than enough of a beautiful move for us to, be profitable and make money in the market. So essentially, this is what I was happy with. And we need to remember that I was going to take a partial, but I just couldn't be asked to figure out the maths behind it, to be honest. But my point is, we took our target sell side. We entered where we expected in the buy side. So there's no reason for me to hold on and be holding my breath, because like I said, there's potential for us to get a really deep retracement and return to that equilibrium. So I'm mitigating that by just exiting my position completely, being happy with that sell side, and if it runs down there, so be it. If a position opens up, as in if the setup seems to form during the London session again, as in we trade above the Thursday opening price, and it looks like price is going to form, let's go to the 15-minute, maybe we rally a bit into this range. I'm looking at this range specifically between this low and this high. If price manages to rally nicely into this, maybe the 75% level, I may look into another short position. But again, I'm very cautious moving into Thursday, just because it's non-farm payroll on Friday. But generally speaking, it would be nice to see that Monday low can get tapped. So my eyes are still on there, especially where we expanded today. Look at how low resistance this is. This is what you guys need to understand. This is high resistance from here to here, high resistance. Why? It's taken over a day to get from here to here. And look how long it took from us to get from here to here. Less than 3 hours. Essentially, I say less than 3 hours, less than 5 hours. But my point is, it took over a day to get from here to here, but it took under 12 hours to get from here to here. So this is low resistance versus high resistance. And if we have low resistance on the sell side, what does that tell us about our bias? It tells us we're bearish and we should remain bearish until proven otherwise. That might be on the back of non-farm payroll, that we are proven otherwise, but I don't care about that right now. Moving into Thursday, I want to see if we can tap into that Monday. And if we don't, then non-farm payroll, I want to see run it. And we'll talk about that in tomorrow's video. But my point is, I'm still expecting a continuation to the downside, but it's nice to see our price delivered. So any questions, do jump into the Discord. Just send me a message. I did send a message in there today. Join the Discord. All the links are in the description, and I'm happy to conversate with you guys. So don't forget to do that. Now we're going to finish up on Euro USD. Again, same thing. Short during the London session, exited after. Now, one thing about Euro was there was a little bit more strength on Euro. We didn't take out the Tuesday low. We didn't take out the Monday low. So there's a little bit more strength. But what happens is, when you realize that Euro's got quite a lot of high impact news tomorrow, we've got the deposit facility rate, Euro central bank interest rate decision tomorrow as well. That's a very high impact news event. And on top of that, we've also got the press conference. So there's a lot of high impact news on Euro. We didn't take out the lows on Tuesday. We've got high impact on Thursday. We saw pound take out the lows. What did dollar do? Dollar took out the highs, but Euro hasn't done it yet. So what's going to happen on Thursday? They're holding price. So when they're holding it in consolidation like this, they're waiting for the news event to use it as sentiment to then send price. So it'll be nice to see if on the back of that, price does aggressively trade lower. And that's why price was so strong today. Obviously, the move on Euro wasn't as strong as it was on pound. But the reason for that is because of the high impact news. So it'll be nice to see if on the back of the high impact news, we do get expansion to the downside and we do see that Monday get ran. Obviously, we could trade higher still, like I said, assuming dollar wants to trade lower. It's just that, when dollar comes that shy to that Monday opening, I doubt it's just going to leave it like that, whether it's wicking above there or not. My point is, I'd like to see Euro continue to roll downwards. What we can do to help us with this is look at what we want to see stay intact. And what we have here that's very clear to me is a bearish order block. These two up close candles here and here, if we draw that out like so. So we draw the low of it, draw the high of it. This is a fair value bearish order block, drag that right through. Let's make this one orange. Let's make it yellow for a change. And what I'm going to do is I'm also going to mark out the daily dividers for us. And this is what's going to help me, if I'm going to trade tomorrow, this is what's going to help me frame that. If price stays below the 50% level of this bearish order block, which is this level right here, price can do whatever the fuck it wants in here. But as so long as it stays below the 50% level, I expect that price is going to expand to the downside and run out that Tuesday low and Monday low all in one sweep, especially on the back of European central bank interest rate decisions. However, if price manages to get above it, that says something else to me. That means that dollar's in a whole different condition. That means that GBP is in a whole different condition, and price will aggressively trade higher, and it will move fast. It will move fast. Either way, it's going to move very fast. But if it's going to be in line with what we've been seeing, then price is likely to run that sell side because it hasn't done it yet. They're holding price for a reason, and if it fails to do that, then we know that we can run into the late Thursday session and early Friday session trading higher. It's a low-key a win-win in that sense, that it will be very indicative of price. But my point is, this is what I'm looking at. I'm looking at the 50% level of this bearish order block. If it's respected, then I want to see expansion to the downside. So hope that all makes sense. Again, join the Discord. We can all discuss and see it live. But my point is, again, if we can just respect that or tap into there, maybe a little bit, maybe the Asian session trades in there, maybe the even better London session taps into it at 2 a.m., 3 a.m., turns around and trades lower. That's what I'd like to see ideally. And then I want to target that Tuesday and Monday low. So that's going to be everything, guys. I hope that all makes sense. Don't forget to drop a like, drop a comment, smash subscribe, join the main English, join the Discord. Turn on post notifications. You don't want to be missing this week because we've been doing very well. And last week was pretty strong as well. Don't forget to drop a like, drop a comment, smash subscribe. And yeah, I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Peace.